Greetings, families. Welcome back once again. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If this is your first time, my name is Mamri, and you are very, very welcome. If you have watched a video or listened to the president of Burkina Faso, President Ibrahim Traore, this is the second speech that he has given. Like I said, I've divided it into two. It's very interesting, and we'll be seeing a lot of things that he said he would do very soon. I am 100% sure. One, I just saw a video now about one recruiting a lot of the youth so they will bring peace into the country. And by doing that, he need to provide for them. He need to provide for their families. There are procedures that they need to follow, whereby before they don't. But we know he's Ami Asuwa, so we know what he's doing. I will call it the father of the fatherless. Yes, families, the video is long. I will leave you to listen it to the end. And if you like something like this, why not like the video and share it if possible. I divide it into two so you can share it. So please do that. God bless you for doing that. I'll be back, families. Bye-bye.
Within the unit, we often contribute to support our wife and children who remain. But for the first time, I lost a man, I admit. I was very disappointed. Because what we contributed in the unit and gave, the wife received nothing. It was really a shock. We had to contribute again as best we could and support her. That's why I said to take into account at the level of Comipec this issue of compensation. Because you see, no one wants to lose a man in the field, but if someone falls for the country, we shouldn't just see money being given afterward. And the data, like that, well, it won't be useful. For what? For nothing. So I said to think about it, not even to compensate in such a way, but that we can at least develop something for the future, and the orphans who can benefit from it. Already we have modified the Code of Persons and Family. You have seen that marriage has now been legalized, customary. So for those who do not want to go before the mayor, I think it will be valid from now on. We are waiting for the assembly to adopt it so we can move forward because, well, for us, it's our culture. We marry like that. We don't know why people said that you must necessarily have a marriage from elsewhere to be recognized. No, we are used to marrying like this, so we decided to change that in the family code. It must be recognized whether one marries in a church or a mosque or traditional marriage PPS, that it can be recognized, and make a clear document, and it will be valid in the eyes of the law. And even at the level of Comipec in the regulation, the soldier must be able to state who is his wife or his partner or his legal heirs. Enrollment is done with all these files so that in case, you never know, within Comipec as well. I emphasize this a lot because we have planned many things there to support you. In particular, we have set up a solidarity fund there. We make deductions, we save. There is a mandatory savings, and all this is for the families. You never know, because as military personnel, anything can happen at any moment. But we want that if it happens, the families are not in a rather complex situation. So it's not just a law of the National Armed Forces, but the municipality takes into account all internal security forces. For social housing, there is no problem. I think these are considerations we will undertake, and I will give you my vision already. I know that many people are aware of it. We cannot continue to build isolated social housing as we are doing. So I told the minister of the Mali hospital to switch to the apartment system. We need to build upwards and have apartments. When the state will be able to do it, we will see how we can make concessions. And as I said, even through Comipec, we want to see how the military can have this type of housing and be secure once again. Because if we have to continue with social housing, as we have done, 1-bedroom living room, 2-bedroom living room, a bit scattered, when we are 50 million, we will do it. How are we not going to cultivate anymore? Since we are going to build all over Burkina Faso, there will be no more land. Everyone will have their plot, we won't manage. So I said to stop all that so we can start building upwards. And so the current focus is on that, so we can begin the work. And in that, we will have apartments with a social housing system, and people will be safe in their homes. Having a roof over one's head is the most important thing, and being truly safe. So these are aspects that Azovic can take into account. When the time comes, we will see what facilities we can have. And in ways I have given at the municipal level to facilitate this. Regarding compensation files, exactly, we have talked about it. Even obtaining a death certificate is a whole problem. We too have faced this. As I said, once you lose a man in the field, as a unit leader, you cannot just walk away from the situation. You have to follow up, whether the death certificate is issued, whether the family has received their rights. So I have experienced these situations where you have to endure. I have already given instructions to certain ministers responsible for the matter so that, for example, someone who has died while on assignment in a given municipality, we need to find a way for certain documents to be processed centrally instead of having to go back there to complete certain paperwork. So we have taken this into account, and it is in the process of being resolved if it hasn't been done already. We will set up a one-stop shop so that if someone comes from a province to handle compensation paperwork, they won't have to be there doing it. The back and forth, 1,000 trips to Ouagadougou or Boubou. And if the person comes for 1 day or 2 days maximum in the same place, they are done, and then it's okay. So this has already been taken into account. And if the person comes for 1 or 2 days at most in the same place, they are done, and then it's okay. So that has already been taken into account, and soon. I hope we will provide you with the circuit and show you the counters that will be set up for this aspect. For the wards, as I already mentioned, we are proceeding gradually through the Ministry of Justice. You follow a bit, they study the files, and we classify people in the list of wards of the nation. But in addition to all that, there are many things planned, because it is planned to build karma schools for the wards of the nation to take care of them, and that it be entirely free with all the necessary amenities. If they want to be boarded, they can be boarded. For those who do not want to be boarded, who want to come and go in any case, we will do everything possible. And not only will they be among themselves, other people could join, but the schools will be intended for the wards of the nation. And in addition to all that, it's about schooling, of course, but they need to be monitored and able to be integrated. So a lot of data has already been formatted. And we have, I would say, a technical itinerary for the nurseries. Because no matter what is said, if someone has sacrificed for the homeland, we cannot leave their child like that. So many measures have been taken. In addition to schooling them, allowing them to go to school peacefully, we have prepared the ground so that they can be employed once they reach adulthood, or at least reach a certain level of education, so they can be integrated and have a job. So this has already been thought through. Only the implementation of the first package remains, which are the PIPI schools of the nation. So we thought about it, we found a school model, and that's what people have started to build. So by 2025, it is not certain that we will have many schools built, but by 2026, we will see. If we reach the number, we will already create the first PIPI schools of the nation with the necessary boarding facilities. And there they will learn many things to be able to be autonomous when the time comes. For the psychosocial presentation, I think the army itself did not have psychologists like that. When we say that at the first moment you need a certain number of psychological presentations, we have recruited many and we hope to be able to act very soon. And on the social aspect, I think there are many structures already taking action. Notably, social action and a number of services at the army level. There are also donations that are made from time to time. We try as much as we can to support, but it is still not enough. We will continue to emphasize and especially to computerize all this so that it is truly optimal. I know that not all grievances have been mentioned. I am waiting for the final document to see everything that is in it and to see the implementation, point by point, what can be implemented urgently and what can be deferred gradually. But one thing is certain, everything will contribute to the well-being of those who are the heroes. I call you the heroes because I like to tell people that we who go to battle, it's not us. The heroes are you who are behind, who stay up all night, thinking, considering everything that could happen. You are the heroes, and you are the ones who take care of the families behind us. The soldier is never there. every day on the field with intensity. It's not easy, so everything has been thought out to take care of you and for you to be able to take care of our little one and for him to be integrated smoothly. So be reassured that this conference, the goal was to find solutions coming from yourselves and that we could thus enrich our thinking and allow you to be autonomous. So many government members are here. The Asvovich will work with the different funds and see how we can support you in the entrepreneurship project and also follow up with you, especially because the idea is not just to give a loan to someone, but to support the person so that it can be useful. So the Zoebic will coordinate with all the structures that might be interested in this field and support you to be autonomous. I can only wish you then good luck, because you are the most resilient of our homeland, and continue in this direction. And assure you that this fight we have almost won. We are going to win. Our Burkina Faso will be at peace because it is the price paid by the fallen comrade, so that Burkina Faso may be at peace. We assure you that Burkina will be at peace. You will be able to live with dignity, and our children will grow up in a prosperous Burkina. We offer you peace. Safe travels to those who came from all corners of Burkina Faso. May God bring you back in peace, safe and sound. And above all, long live our dear homeland. The homeland or death shall be our path. Thank you very much to everyone.
This is it, families. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your time. You heard it all, and we'll be looking forward to see all these things happening. It was just last year that he promised he will meet them, and there they are, the houses, a lot. I mean, if I have to tell you story, this video will be too long, so I will leave you here. If you are in the army, please tell us how they are doing it in your country, wherever you are. How are the procedures? Fantastic. God bless you all. Credit to Faso 7 for sharing this news with us. I'm so happy for them. Thank you, family. See you soon. Bye-bye.